video, we are from 6th group want to introduce ourselves first. Start for me, I'm Nathasyia.
Hello, my name is Rendi Kurniawan.
Hello, my name is Nadhira.
Hello, my name is Putri Zahra.
So, on this occasion, we want to use incomplete adjective clause as the theme of this video. So, let's enjoy it. Incomplete adjective clause is a form of dependent clause or clause that cannot stand alone in a complex sentences, whose function is to modify the noun or pronoun of the core sentences. Adjective clause begin with a relative pronoun or relative adverb, which connect them to the word they describe, such as A. Relative pronoun who, whom, that, whose, and which. B. Relative adverb when and where. The characteristics of the incomplete adjective clause are: first, has a complete subject and verb. Second, serve as an adjective that answers question what, which, how much, and others. Third, always preceded by a relative pronoun or relative adverb. The function of the incomplete adjective clause are: first, as subject. Relative pronouns that can function as a subject include who, that, and which. Second, as object. Relative pronouns that can function as object include whom, that, who, and which. Third, as possessive. The relative pronouns that can function as a possessive is whose. And for more explanation will be explained by my friends.
Today I want to present about general formula of adjective clause who and whom. Adjective clause include relative pronouns. Relative pronouns is a word used to connect a clause or phrase with a noun or pronoun which can provide additional information about a noun or pronoun. One, relative pronoun or adverb plus subject plus verb. Example 1. I lost the book whom I borrowed from her. Whom as a relative pronoun, I as subject, borrow as verb. Example 2. The man who came yesterday want to buy my car. Who as relative pronoun, the man as subject, want as verb. Next is relative pronoun as subject plus verb. Example, the contract that was signed last year is no longer valid. That as relative pronoun as subject was signed as verb. Who as relative pronoun who is usually used for an adjective clause where the noun is a person or something that is alive or named. Ordinarily the word who is used for noun is only human. Example of who: the man who lives next to me is friendly. Who as relative pronoun, the man as subject, lives as verb. Example 2. I talked to the woman who was sitting next to me. Who as relative pronoun, I as subject, talk as verb. Whom. Whom is relative pronoun which means which person. Whom is the opposite of who. If used for subject, then whom is used for noun. Example, he saw the face of those whom he loved at his birthday celebration. He as subject, whom is as relative pronoun, saw as verb. Example number 2. I don't know whom he invited. I as subject, whom as relative pronoun, don't know as verb. I think that's all from me. I hope it can be understood. Next will be presented by my friend Nadhira.
Hello, I'm Nadhira. I will explain whose, which, and that. Let's start it. Whose in English is used to express ownership and the same meaning as possessive pronouns, such as his, her, its, and their. Then, the possessive pronouns are linked to a noun, for example like this: his car, whose car; her salad, whose salad. First example: the man whose car had a flat tire works as an English teacher. That sentence explains the subject, and the subject of the sentence is man. Next example: I have just met Sunny, whose husband works at bookstore. In the example, the sentence consists of two clauses. First, I have just met Sunny, and second, Sunny's husband works at bookstore. The sentence used the relative pronoun whose because it refers to Sunny's husband or Sunny's owner. Which is used to replace subject and object in the form of object or other than humans. The pattern of using which in adjective clause uses which plus verb plus if which is used to replace the subject of the sentence. And then which plus subject plus verb plus the word which is used to replace the object of the sentence. For example, Tom, which is very cute, is my cat. That sentence explains the subject, and the subject of the sentence is Tom. The next example: it is a phone which will change the world. In the example, the sentence consists of two clauses. First, it is a phone, and the second, this phone will change the world. The sentence used the relative pronoun which because it refers to noun a phone, and which will change the world is an adjective clause which refers to the object phone. That is used to replace people and things as subject or object. That also has a natural function which can replace who, which, or whom. The relative pronoun that is more often used in sentences that contain adjective clause than who, whom, or which. The first example: there are two sentences. First, I need to tell you that I love you so much, and dog that has Latin name Canis lupus familiaris is a carnivore. The correct sentence is the first sentence because in the first example, the adjective clause behind that affects the meaning of the sentence. Meanwhile, the second example, the description has Latin name Canis lupus familiaris is not important for the sentence. The word dog is a carnivore can already be understood even though in the middle there is no edit has Latin name Canis lupus familiaris. The next example: it is a book that is good for children. In the example, the sentence consists of two clauses. The first, it is a book, and the second, the book is good for children. The sentence uses a relative pronoun that, which refers to a noun. The noun is book. The last example: the book that he just read is interesting. That sentence explains the subject, and the subject of the sentence is book. I think that's all for me. Next will be present by Putri.
Hello, my name is Putri Regina Zahra. I will explaining about when and where. First, I'm going to explain about where. Usually, where is using to define or describe. For example, first, Koreatown is a place where Adam usually buy dangmyeon. Where Adam usually buy dangmyeon is an adjective clause. It contains subject, Adam, and the verb is buy. Next, second, Edinburgh is a city where Alyaa continues her postgraduate school. Where Alyaa continues her postgraduate school is an adjective clause. It contains subject, Alyaa, and the verb is continues. Next, third, Senapati Park is a park where he falls from his skateboard. Where he falls from his skateboard is an adjective clause. It contains subject, he, and the verb is falls. When is commonly used to describe or define time. For example, first, the flight just fly when Sandra arrives at the airport. When Sandra arrives at the airport is an adjective clause. It contains subject, Sandra, and the verb is arrives. Next, do you remember when we just first time goes to Bali? When we just first time goes to Bali is an adjective clause. It contains subject, we, and the verb is goes. Next, the criminals are running from the cops when the cops are trying to catch them. When the cops are trying to catch them is an adjective clause. It contains subject, cops, and the verb is catch. That's all of my presentation. Thank you for your attention and time.
This means that we shall end our video. We apologize if during this video there are mistakes.
Thank you for your attention and time to watch our video.
We hope what we have shared will be beneficial for all of us. See you next time.